and we've been plugging it all afternoon and evening here on Galway Bay FM that we have a very, very special guest in studio with us tonight, only on the Alan Murphy Show. It is the one and only Lucia. Lucia, how you doing?
Garry Kelly, I'm brilliant.
Hey, I like that.
Well, I do it for you every night you're on. Yeah. Garry Kelly.
That should be my new jingle, actually. I like that. And you're joined by Rick. Rick, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Gary.
You're the guitarist. You don't really like the talking part, is it?
You can talk to Lucia.
Lucia, anyways, we'll start off with you. Of course, a lot of people living in Galway now at this stage would be familiar with you. For those who may not be, you were in Your Star. That was the big show for you back in 2006.
Yeah.
Which is the X Factor of today.
Well, really it is for Ireland. They've changed, I think, the whole show now, and they're doing a new thing altogether, the All-Ireland Talent Show. But that was a great year. I have to say there were a lot of talented people on, so yeah, it was super.
Now, the only thing about that was you didn't go on to do the Eurovision, which is what they kind of made up later on, which was a bit of a disaster. Would you have liked to go on to do the Eurovision for Ireland?
I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think, that a certain caliber of artist has to go on, and I'm not it. Plus you need a great song to go on. And we seem to have had trouble
getting
finding them. So
after you did Eurostar, which you won, there would have been a big hullabaloo behind, lots of media attention, and your life would have really changed over a matter of a few weeks, slowly with the build-up of getting through to the final countdown in Eurostar. After about a year, what happened?
Basically, well, everybody kind of knows that the prize had changed from the Eurovision to being a record contract and a publishing deal. And the way the record contract was laid out, it was quite unusual because the development period was shorter than normal. It was only 3 months. So generally what happens is at the end of a development period, one party writes to the other. Either the artist or the artist manager writes to the record company and vice versa to say, this is what we're going to do. And I hadn't really heard anything, so we kind of sent the letter on to say, well, as per the contract, we should be doing an album because we've gone past that initial development period. So the record company that was involved wanted to change sort of the parameters of the contract and say, look, can we extend your development period with an option to do it definitely wasn't an album anyways. And I had just started writing at that stage as well. And I thought, that's something I'd like to develop further and maybe get involved with other co-writers. And the record company had just sort of different ideas. So based on that sort of difference of opinion, we parted ways amicably.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it would seem as well at times that with these reality TV shows that they kind of promise the winners of the show, great success and that they'll be there behind them all the way, bringing them along. But then after, I suppose, next year when it comes to the next contestants, that kind of takes the wave of interest, and it's really down to the artist then who won that particular year to try and just make the career for themselves.
It is. It's a lot of hard work. I think when you go in initially, I certainly was sort of unaware of how much work goes into making an artist. Not that I was completely naive, I just didn't think it was that much. And I think the flip side of that, or with all of that, comes the fact that it is a TV show. And it's quick TV. It's intended to be that way. It's intended to be sensational, controversial, funny. You see all of that with the X Factor now, for instance. So am I upset with the way it turned out? No. I think it was a great learning curve, and I got to do other things out of that, a couple of documentaries. And then I took a year off. I thought, well, I still want to be involved with music, but I'd like to take some time out and be normal, be a wife, be a vocal coach, which is what I kind of have been doing for the last year or so. And then this show came about, the 2 town hall shows. The live recordings were so good that we thought, well, why not do an album? Because we weren't sure. I was kind of happy to do the 2 shows and then leave it if the live recordings weren't that great. But
The shows were really successful, though. You got standing
They were
ovation.
super.
You know, everyone was talking about it.
Yeah.
We'll come to that in a minute, and we'll actually play a record off your brand new album, Natural Woman, but you're also going to play a tune for us in a few minutes as well here in the studio. But we'll just get on to, I mean, what you did basically was you took control of your artistic career, and you went on, you did the Late Late Show with Pat Kenny and with Ryan Tubridy.
Yeah.
And you did the Special Olympics opening ceremony. You got to play in front of Nelson Mandela. You played at the Volvo Ocean Race, which is pretty cool. We all love the Volvo Ocean Race,
wasn't it?
Oh, fantastic! Yeah.
I think there's a big hole now been left in Galway's event calendar. It's like, oh, bring the Volvo Ocean Race back. It was super. I mean, you know, as I've been very, very blessed over the last couple of years, 3 years since Eurostar ended, to be working constantly, and I think for any artist that's out there, that's the big thing is, are you working at the end of the day? And that work takes an awful lot of work to get yourself out there. You just have to keep plugging away at it, and it's a big risk as well, which is why I've kind of taken my time with it.
And you're doing vocal training as well.
Yes,
so.
I'm still vocal coaching.
What do you do when you come across a student, you're like, geez, they could be better than me. What can I do? Will I strain the voice in them or something?
No.
Because they're competition then, you see.
No, they're not. They're not. They're all so young. That's what's getting me. I'm like, oh man, 27. I am old, old, long in the tooth. But no, it's great to teach talented people, and talented people that are interested in music. You know, and if they're better than you, there's always somebody out there that's better than you. The thing is to be good in your little niche, and not be thinking, oh, the rest of the world is better than me.
Yeah.
You know, and that way I think you'll be really successful.
Fair play to you. You're helping the community as well.
Thanks.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to take a short ad break, and loads of people already wondering about, is there tickets still available for Lucia's upcoming concert in the Radisson?
Yes, go down to either the Radisson itself, the reception at the Radisson, log on to www.roisinduff.net, and where's the other place? Chivago, reception at the Radisson, and online. Yeah.
Brilliant. So that's going to be at the Radisson Blu Hotel this coming Friday. It all gets underway at 8 o'clock. Get there nice and early, and you can get parking and get settled and get yourself a mineral. But yeah, going to be an absolutely fantastic gig. If you want to text us 085 7700 000, don't forget as well that we are online. This interview is being broadcasted via the web, and you can catch Lucia here in Studio One by logging on to www.thegkshow.com and just go to Web TV. We're just going to take a short ad break, and then we're back with a brand new song from Lucia. Stay tuned.
Join Donal Mahan tomorrow at 5.
If only for a while. I only wanted to change my life. If it meant I'd see you smile. But here I am once again, looking at a bottle that seems to have no end. And I trip over myself again, wonder will the story ever change? And